Good evening, folks. Welcome back to UndercoverETuk UK. Hope everyone is doing really well. I'm slightly better now, a little bit bunged up, but I'm on the mend. And thank you very much, everyone, for your best wishes this week. It has helped, and the sun is out, so I can't wait to just crack on with this. We've got so much to talk about, folks. Keep recording the skies. You guys are doing amazing. Get that evidence into me, UndercoverETuk@gmail.com, and please keep an eye on Robert Custodian Files channel, because that guy's just got activity going on all the time over there, and it's more compelling than what I've got outside my window, right? Because although I can capture them with ease outside my window, he's actually got military helicopters and all sorts trying to get involved. So that's more compelling in my opinion, guys. You should definitely keep an eye on his channel. With that said, today it's all about pointing out the corruption that's happening regarding the blockage of the UAP Disclosure Act in the USA. Skywatch Signal's done a lovely write-up on it, so we're going to go over that towards the end. But we're going to start off with clearing out the rubbish on this channel and just wiping the slate clean. And I said the other week I wasn't going to start a war, and to be honest, this isn't a war at this stage. This is just a beatdown of the corruption that we're dealing with. And so, but with that said, I am going to show you a post from John Stewart regarding Eddie Abbott. And yes, you guys know who Eddie is. I've had him on the channel 6 or 7 times. Really, I gave him my trust, even though after like a week of working with him, I did accuse him of being a bit of a grifter. I felt like he needed too much attention, and he managed to convince me otherwise. But it didn't take long, guys, before I dropped him like a rock. And I just want to explain myself and explain what's happened on X over the last couple of days, because honestly, exposing one grifter has actually exposed a second grifter, and I kind of had him on my radar as a second grifter anyway. But guys, the combination of the two is just sickening. It's just sickening to read. It's disgusting that they're even allowed to put information out there, and I'm going to call them out, so let's do it. So, John Stewart, not happy, mate, not happy with the fact that I told Eddie to contact you, okay? And what you've done is you've kind of helped turn him into someone who just wants to make money, and they don't care how they do it. And to be honest, I got that vibe off him very early, and then when I introduced him to you, it was almost like, well, they're going to do their own thing now, right? And you guys did exactly that. Eddie stated on his X platform that filming the skies was no longer feasible. He didn't think it was doing anything for the world, and he wanted to start his own YouTube channel and go over footage that's, well, go over evidence that was from way back when, because he feels that will bring about disclosure. So basically what Eddie decided to do was shit on me and my community, take the advice of John Stewart and start posting on X in hope that people would pay attention and follow. And that's exactly what he spent his days doing. As soon as I dropped him, that's what he decided to do, right? And I kind of left him in his lane, you know. People can do whatever the hell they want. But then he posts this video, guys.
Been years to dig it up, to excavate it. I don't know what happened to the craft, but I know this is legitimate. Check this out.
Mate, I'm not even going to play you the full clip, right? It's fake, okay? Patrick vetted, found 2 AI created videos that were overlapped to create this video. It's as simple as that, okay? And Eddie Abbott, a military analyst who knows everything apparently, claims this to be, you know, legit. He doesn't know what happened to the craft afterwards, but it's legit, right? And it got over 400k views. And it's not because Eddie posted this, it's because his new best friend posted this. John Stewart, King of Clout. And look what he's put here. Sirens, absolute jaw-dropping craft footage. This former military analyst who has found a stray dog in the UFO community named John Stewart. Let's just bang you to rights, mate. You didn't find him. I told Eddie to contact you. And to be honest, I'm glad I did, because it's exposed both of you for what you really are, first of all. Eddie has lived up to every promise. Like, I'm going to put you in a game, Rudy, and you're going to sack the quarterback. Whatever the feck that's meant to mean. Here is a massive UFO buried in the ground. Thank you, Eddie. You are my hero. Yeah, he is your hero. He's your downfall, mate. Let me just tell you that. And when you posted this, okay, I turned around to you and I said, having had Eddie on the show multiple times, I feel I have to say this. I stopped working with him the moment he said he wanted to make money. Grifters and clout seeking is exactly what this is. I've washed my hands and now putting this out there for the record. Okay? I said that before Patrick at Vetted got his hands on this and analysed it, right? John says he never asked me for a dime. Well, funnily enough, I never accused Eddie of asking you for a dime. So that's just rubbish. He said he came to me to help me further my investigation and never once lied to me. Well, that ticks all the boxes. Mate, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. Yeah, and I said, yep, he also said he wanted to help me too, but soon went back on that. In fact, he said he was going to help me. He said he was going to help the public by analysing their evidence and encourage more people to film. And he didn't do it. He did fuck all. Good luck to you both. You're going to need it, pal. That's what I said. No response from John. And to be honest, mate, that's to your detriment because now I'm doing this video. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you this clip from Grant Lavac. Mate, Grant, thank you so much for this because I laughed for about 2 hours yesterday. As entertaining as it was, though, Grant, I'm not going to swerve or divert from the point I'm trying to make here. This guy is a grifter, and I don't even know if Patrick cares or not, because as long as he's drawing an audience, he's happy, right? It's all about the mullah. But I'm going to just play this for you guys right now.
All right, this is from Grant Lavac. This question,
oh God,
John.
This is my nemesis.
This is your nemesis, Grant is?
He told me with the UFO thing, do better. Like, I told him, thanks, Dad, I will. By the way, I cleaned out the garage. Can I get some allowance money? Thanks, Dad, do better. Kiss my ass, do better. Telling a 58-year-old guy that ran for president of the United States for the Libertarian Party to do better. I'll do whatever I want on on YouTube, and you can't tell me anything. You don't like it? Don't follow me. What moron follows a guy that he doesn't respect and thinks he's a liar? Are you a masochist? Go do better. Kiss my ass. Fucking narcissist.
Well, I will say, I actually like Grant
what's his
a lot.
question?
I like Grant a lot. Shout out, Grant.
After our fight, I signed his petition because I'm a gentleman. I want to help people.
Great. All right. That's great. Let's see this question.
He's such a narcissist. Wait, that he can't say thank you because to say thank you to somebody, you have to be vulnerable. And that vulnerability to say thank you, Grant can't do it. So,
all right. Well, maybe you will. Let's give him some. Okay. Let's just read the question. Okay, John. Why present video footage / photographs on X as real and absolutely jaw-dropping when they're not? Case in point.
I never said it was real.
UFO you pushed
I said it was jaw-dropping, dumbass. Jaw-dropping. And then I said, this guy says that he's going to put me in the game like Rudy. Are you freaking stupid? I said, jaw-dropping. And Patrick and I just agreed. It is jaw-dropping. I never said it was real. And I told you who sent it to me. Grant, do better with your questions. Do better. But anyway, seriously, I hope he has good luck with his petition.
All right.
Fuck. Why didn't you tell me to get out of this community 2 years ago? You could have said, John, fucking run.
Hang on. Okay,
I didn't say it was real. I said it's jaw-dropping, and then he said, well,
All right,
Well,
no, you're fine.
Somebody's lying about what you said. I mean,
No, fair enough. I want you to stick up for yourself. I do. But let me ask this, okay, to just piggyback on what Grant's saying here. Do you think you put out some of these videos and photos saying the real, or you're always just, hey, I don't know, I just got this, what do you think? Is that your...
The latter. Hey, we are all here. I put out that video. You analyzed it. Thought it was AI. You made a listen to me here. Me putting out that video. You analyzed it AI. That triggered a military analyst to say, maybe I need to sharpen my pencil. It got 480,000 views of people's blood rushing to their cerebral cortex, getting off the couch, engaging the community.
First of all, let me say this. Thank you, Grant Levac, for delivering the most entertaining piece of UAP podcast I have seen in a long time, mate. Thank you very much, first of all, because you had tears running down my face. But there is some serious things to note in this, guys. Serious things. Patrick is laughing his head off there because he likes Grant and he knows that Grant's done his research and he knows that John's talking shit, right? But he'll still have John on the show because John brings in an audience and it brings in numbers and it's all about views and money, right? So that's where I lose respect for Patrick, all right? Unless he decides not to have John on at all following this, but I'm sure that will still happen. So anyway, here's where I'm going to take the laughing matter to a serious one. John's just turned around and said, well, the reason why I first came on the scene basically isn't relevant anymore, and I need to keep myself relevant by showing stuff and pulling apart all this information from people and showing it to the world. That's, in a nutshell, how he's trying to justify his existence here in the UFO community. And what I'm trying to say is, and the problem I have with this is, he is just showing fake stuff to make money. He said it himself. He put it out there. It did over 400,000 views. People were like engaging and all, but it was fake. It was fake. All you were doing are convincing people that it was real and showing everyone else that you're incredibly dumb. All he's done is proven to me and to everyone else that he will show anything, promote anything, as long as it brings in the numbers, as long as it starts making him money. And that is exactly why I stepped away from Eddie Abbott, because he just wants to make money. Truth has gone completely out the window. It's more important for him to try and blag what he knows than to turn around and say, you know what, I'm unsure on that, I need to find out more. This is a problem in the UFO community. The misinformation is disgusting. It's absolutely... Turning your back on me is one thing, Eddie. Turning your back on the public is another. Okay? But then to push false information, honestly, I don't even know how you're going to have any kind of an audience after this. I'll be shocked if you have any support at all. You do not have my support. I do not condone what you're doing. I've never condoned anyone showing any blatant fake shit on their channel, because it just spreads misinformation. As crap as it might seem and as obvious as it might be to some people, you will convince some poor soul out there that that's real, and it's not. It's bullshit. So I'm calling it. I don't like grifters. I don't like clout seekers. John is a clout seeker. Eddie is a clout seeker, and Patrick, I know you're going to have this guy back on your show. And that's fine. I know you want numbers, and you openly admit that you don't even believe in this topic. So why you're running a UFO channel and having all these guests on when you don't believe, I don't know. Let me guess. It must have something to do with money. Anyway, guys, I just thought I'd put it out there. These guys are really corrupt. They're after your hard-earned cash, and they don't give a about disclosure at all. That's my opinion. You should really stick to people like myself, Robert Custodian File, actual researchers that go out into the field and do the research and come back and say, this is what we found. You'll gain a hell of a lot more for it. You'll gain a hell of a lot more for it. And it's worrying that people within the US government work with jokers like this. It really is. This is why we can't rely on disclosure to happen through the military and through government. We need to rely on public disclosure. We just can't trust these. Simple as that. What I will say is give Grant Levac a follow, because the guy's an entertainer if nothing else. Thank you very much, Grant. And yeah, such a shame. Such a shame. Shame on you, buddy. Shame on you. And shame on Eddie Abbott too for turning his back on me, turning his back on you guys, turning his back on public disclosure. Just crazy, mate. Crazy move. I was never going to let you get away with it. Anyway, let's finish on this one. Skywatch Signal. 3 years, 3 kills. Why does Congress keep burying the UAP Disclosure Act? If the government has nothing to hide on UFOs, why has the UAP Disclosure Act been killed 3 years in a row? Here's how the bill keeps getting buried and who's doing the burying. Let's get into it. Okay, so number 2, the UAP Disclosure Act was designed to force the release of UFO/UAP records. It had bipartisan heavyweight support, including Senator Chuck Schumer, Senator Mike Rounds, and Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. On paper, it should have been untouchable, and I agree, mate. When that first formed, I was like, oh wow, they're going for it. But they got blocked. Number 3, Congress only has one must-pass bill each year, the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA. That's where UAPDA needs to ride along, and that's exactly where it keeps getting cut out. Number 4, in the House, Rep. Eric Burlinson tried to attach the amendment. Staff ruled it non-germane, meaning not relevant to defence. In other words, the bill was killed before they even had any debate on it, guys. That's how quickly they can kill a bill these days. Okay, number 5. In the Senate, Schumer and Rounds backed UAPDA, but Senator Roger Wicker, chair of the Armed Services, filed a substitute amendment that replaced the entire NDAA text. Wicker stripped the UAPDA to the point it was gone, and he's obviously been doing this time and time again, guys. Number 6, obviously this isn't the first time this has happened. Stripped from the NDAA in 2023, 2024 stripped again, and deja vu this year. 3 years running, the Disclosure Act has been erased behind closed doors. Number 7, meanwhile, whistleblowers like David Grush and Dylan Borland testify under oath that crash retrieval programs exist. Congress hears it, the public hear it, yet the law to expose it is quietly suffocated by crook senators with an agenda, and that's why they keep stopping the bill, guys. Number 8, if UFOs were weather balloons, why kill the UAPDA every year? If there's nothing to hide, then transparency should be effortless. But the fight to block it tells its own story. Senator Wicker, I would love to hear your side. It says Skywatch Signal, and so would everyone else. But you know what? He's not going to speak up, buddy, because he is part of the problem. He is the man blocking the one bill that needs to go through in order for Congress to proceed with disclosure of UAP, right? It's a big deal, guys. It's a big deal. The world has got to start coming down on these blockers. Seriously. People like Eddie Abbott, people like Jon Stewart that are just making money from nothing, from either other people's hard work or just some garbage they're being told in their ear. It's BS. Don't fall into that trap. Don't give them a platform. They're full of shit. They're liars. It's as simple as that. This is not going to be a popular video, by the way, guys, and I'm one to do those, right? But Jon Stewart works with many different channels, okay? And I wouldn't be surprised if them channels suddenly decided, you know what? I'm not going to work with UndercoverET anymore. But I don't care. I'm all about truth and disclosure, and I've got no time for any clout seeking at all. So guys, if you support that, if you support public disclosure, support me, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Take care. All the best. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.